Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes. Go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
Jeez, who is that? Little Hellfire, Kevin Smith. Anyway, that's right, kids. Welcome back to another Ultimate Spider Cast. The kickoff, Smith-tember. Right, it is here. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the silent Bob to my J. It is.
I think it's the other way around, but it's
True. I would love to see you dancing on the game. Smoking weed. You and Joff can duet. Oh.
Let's be real. You're the Matt Damon to my Ben Affleck.
Yeah, you're the drunk. Yeah, yes.
Hey.
What?
I don't need rehab.
Yep.
Matt never dated a girl named Jennifer.
Oh.
Let alone twice. 3 times technically.
What did I see when they were saying online? J-Lo now, all she needs is 1 or 2 more rings, and she'll like tie like Brady in them.
Yeah. Well, good thing Diddy's locked under the jail for now.
All these celebrities go, you're here to burn Kevin Smith. Come on. Burn. All right.
I don't know. I think people still have a deep infatuation with Kevin Smith for whatever reason.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, it's not anything too egregious, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that if he's touched a comic book character that you like, it's pretty much a personal affront. But most people don't even. I feel like a lot of his fans don't even know that he wrote like the big 2 comics. I feel like because he wrote some of his own comics and stuff like that too. So
I think they find out and then they forget because I mean he mentions it every 2 seconds when he actually does it.
Yeah, and they never. Yeah, honestly, they never sell too well. If you go back and look at the numbers, which makes me think.
Yeah, I get it. The writing style and what he does to the characters, but the big thing. I mean, he can never get a book out on time.
Yeah. That's probably why he doesn't get work anymore. Honestly, that's a big thing nowadays. Especially, they really like to have a back catalog. They like to have like that 2-year plan so they can get that next #1 out. Like, unfortunately, that's what it feels like every 2 years, almost like clockwork at this point. Especially at Marvel, we get a #1.
Oh god, I just thought of something. We're already talking a big comic, one of his big comic stories on the Devil You Know, but
Daredevil podcast.
We should also add the one and only issue of Daredevil, the Target. That's supposed to be what, a mini series?
I thought we were.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought we were okay. Well, okay. Well, I had Guardian Devil down, but
we could probably squeeze it in.
Hey, that's all right. Because it's like, what was that supposed to be, a mini series? He never got past the first issue.
Yeah.
Let's
just. This was I totally forgot about this until you put this on the schedule, but I just remember raging about this issue, like not ranting and raging. I just was like, what the hell did he do?
The series or this particular issue?
The whole series.
Okay,
if you can even call it that.
Look, kids. All right, let's jump in, then we'll talk some new stuff.
Because you got the Dodsons. Like, what are you doing?
I know. John Black Hat. Come on.
Oh, okay. Let's just get into it.
I mean, there's issue 1 right there, kids. I mean, yeah.
Like, you see the cover, you get excited, hell, and you start reading, and it's like, yeah, this is why people read Playboy for the pictures, not the article.
Wow, look at those flotation devices. All right. So yeah, today we're gonna cover the first 2 issues because it was a 6er, kids. Yeah, we'll do the first 2. Spider-Man Black Hat, The Evil That Men Do, Volume 1, number 1.
And the nerve that he had to call it "What's New, Pussycat." Just the absolute fucking nerve, bro.
August 2002. Oh God, yes, The Evil That Men Do Part 1. What's new, Pussycat? He just wanted to use the P word. Come on,
Of course.
get away with it. Yes, of course, as we said, writer Kevin Smith, penciler Terry Dodson, inker Rachel Dodson, colorist Rachel Dodson, also letterer Richard Starking's Comics Craft, and editor Axel Alonso.
Did he ever get work again?
Who, Axel? I think he worked for
It's
a
a
while.
joke. It's a joke. I'm just
like,
kidding.
I don't
He
mean,
was like literally an editor in chief, you know?
yes.
That's the joke. Sorry.
All right, Los Angeles. Picture it, Los Angeles. Felicia Hardy gets a phone call from her friend Meg, worried about their mutual.
Shut up, Meg.
Worried about their mutual friend Trisha Lane, who hasn't been in the news for days and should be in New York. Felicia is not very worried, but in the end, she agrees to look for Trisha. New York. Donald Phillips, one of Peter Parker's students, died as a result of a heroin overdose, and Peter becomes suspicious because there was no sign of drug use on the body. So he decides to investigate. While Felicia arrives in New York, Spider-Man investigations lead him to actor Hunter Todd, who apparently drugged Donald to rape him and who buys the drug from a certain Mister Brownstone.
Bro, you know what this feels like?
Hmm.
It feels like that episode of Saved by the Bell where the kids meet those movie stars and start. I swear to God, I feel like they should be getting some. Peter Engel needs to sue Kevin Smith. There, I said it.
I just see the name Mr. Brownstone, and I'm just like, instead of Mr. Brightside, I hear the Killer song, but I'm Mr. Brownstone. Felicia is also determined to investigate Todd, having been sentimentally linked to Trisha. Spider-Man.
Whatever that means.
You know what it means.
I wouldn't call that sentimentality at all, but okay.
She thinks fondly of it. You know what it is. What do you think fondly of?
Superior puss.
Isn't that called a Peter Tingle?
Spider-Man, what does it say? Pawn. Spider-Man, blah blah blah. Todd and a woman, and discovers that they are calling Brownstone for a delivery and decides to wait for him to arrive so as to take all of those responsible for Donald's death in one fell swoop. Unfortunately, the Black Cat sees him from afar while he is spying on Todd, and not recognizing him, decides to take him out of the way. It's the best way to ingratiate Todd and get him the information she needs. So she attacks him, and when she recognizes it is him, and it's too late to stop. The two.
Babe, she's a whole cat. Come on. She's a whole cat burglar. Like, the convenient plot point is convenient. Come on.
Yeah, but look at that art. She has to see over them things. The two break through the window and fall into Todd's loft. Spider-Man begins to question the actor, but suddenly the latter and the woman he was with overdose. From Todd's phone, the voice of a man declares that he is giving the actor and woman enough doses to kill them before they can give any more information. The man closes the call, declaring himself to be Mr. Brownstone.
I wonder, like, because like I said, I mean, so this whole thing is like, oh, Felicia's bisexual, but it's Kevin Smith. So is it really? They do confirm it later, but like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know. Well, I mean, but yeah, it wasn't until 18 years later when Jed McKay was reigning. But yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, if he had never done that, would
Jed
the next person feel comfortable doing that? But like, I mean, I feel like her and Jackpot have like hella chemistry, but that's not my business.
Oh my.
Not my business.
You know what? If she can't be with Peter, yeah, Felicia would be my.
It makes sense to me. I don't know.
It makes complete, total, utter sense to me.
Exactly.
So, do you think? I mean, okay, so it does make sense, like that she would be bisexual, like it.
Well, when Jed did it, not here to me.
Well, I was gonna say,
it feels like it came out of nowhere. It's like she's flirty. She's got like that flirty, cool girl vibe, but that doesn't necessarily imply bisexuality.
So, do you think? Did it make sense to Kevin Smith, or was he just?
I felt it was gratuitous, and even looking back now, as I was rereading the story, it feels a little gratuitous and doesn't need to be there, I guess. Especially because women, tend to have better bonds and friendship. We don't need that underlying sexual attention to make us care about somebody. You know what I mean? So it's just weird. This is what I mean when like men write women, it's certain things that they just can't understand, and they try to, and they kind of like miss the point. Like it goes whoosh over their head,
Well, once again,
So I do feel like it was gratuitous.
It's Smith-tember, it's Kevin Smith, and I just feel
The question that we will maybe have answered in a blog by the end of Smith-tember. Does Kevin Smith need women?
This is
I
more.
think this is what is it? Exhibit number 1.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Yes, the People's Exhibit A, Your Honor. Well, there's something
We're
else.
building a case.
There's something else coming up in this series too that's going to be part of the case too. But yeah.
So follow along, kids. Get your legal briefs out.
Hey, so you feel like that whole thing was just Kevin Smith trying to titillate the audience, being like, well, she might just do anybody at any point. Like, this character doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. She's going to do them all. She might do them all.
It's very much the vibes, and given most people around this time, the general age of Kevin Smith's fandom at this time in the early 2000s, I totally get it.
Oh, really?
You got to go where you're appreciated. You got to know who you're writing to. Sometimes the lowest common denominator works. Other times it doesn't. He very much studied. I feel like he very much studied at the feet of Frank Miller for sure.
Of the
How could you not? Like when you're a man of a certain age, there's certain people you definitely like look up to and have indelible marks on the comic books that you read. Like how could you not? You know what I mean? So influence is very obvious.
Yeah, and again, that's a dangerous thing with most pop culture, but especially comics. Like some of the first stuff you read, and again, I think he's going on record. Dark Knight Returns was one of the very first things he read in comics.
Yeah.
So.
Your mother's a whore.
I'm trying to think, because if you think about it, because Sin City, this very much has a Sin City vibe to it too. The comic books came out between 1991 and 1992, and here we are 10 years later. And then the movie's not too far in the distance either at this particular time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like, it's a lot of Frank Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Your mother's a whore.
You're welcome, Justin. Oh my God, can you imagine if those two did a project together, like a comic?
I mean, since he's on the outs with Dan DiDio, he might be looking for another partner. I don't know.
Oh my Lord. That would be full straight.
Oh my God. My inner 13-year-old boy would be like so excited. I'm not even going to lie. Like adult me is like, no, I'm not spending my adult money on it. But the 13-year-old inside would be like, yes, no, we're spending the money. It
would be like, just inject the
your mother's a whore
right into your veins. It's like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hold up, but I don't fault him for the stuff. Like I read it with an undeveloped prefrontal cortex, and it was good. It has a lot of solid classic storytelling, but they both are at this point men of particular ages, and I just don't want to hear those stories anymore. I guess I can't make the excuse for it anymore.
And it's that combination of one, it's Kevin Smith, and two, look at the time frame of the comics that were coming out.
2002, baby. If you know the comics were on the brink of like not being comics anymore. It was a free for all. They were trying to figure out what stuck. It was a sad time.
Yeah, they threw whatever at the wall and see what stuck. Yeah,
most of it was poop, but didn't stop them. We've lived through a lot, Phil, in the comic book wars.
Because especially Marvel kids. Yeah, this was before the Disney buyout, so that they were fighting bankruptcy. They had declared.
They had the Blade money. That wasn't enough, so they had to sell.
2002. I mean, we had an X-Men movie by then. Oh, this is the year of Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. That's what I said. That Spider-Man money started coming.
Well, you know how they are. They were like, "Oh yeah, we need anything Spider-Man. Come on."
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, so someone was like, "I'll write a Spider-Man miniseries for you, Snoochie." Oh my God! So I wonder. Oh, we have to look this up. Maybe by when we get to that episode, when the last episode came out, or when the last issue of this came out, because I almost feel like. Okay, this came out, the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The last issue may have come out when the second movie came out, maybe.
You know what? You might be right. But we will look that up later.
Yes. Oh my lord.
Or if you know the answer, you might want a prize if you email us or leave a voicemail.
Yes, yes, yes.
If you beat us to it.
Get your no prize now. All right, so let's get to issue 2 here. All right, kids, busty cat burglars are here. All right, you're holding.
I mean, they're the only kind. They're the best kind.
If modern comics have told us anything. Oh, and I had a conversation with Justin today through Messenger. Yes, kids, never fear. Next May, at least on We Are the Night and here on Ultimate Spider-Cast, will be another Meow May. So,
oh, cool beans.
More Black Cat and Catwoman coming at your way because there's a certain Catwoman story he wants to do with us. So,
okay.
All right. So yeah, kids, you love the busty cat burglars. Don't worry.
Hey, isn't it kind of funny though? Now that I think about it, like Black Cat confirms her bisexuality and Black Cat number 10. Isn't that the Wolverine issue? Who is definitely pansexual at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, well, Wolverine's like 200 years old. What hasn't he effed?
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, he's definitely pansexual. That's why him and Deadpool belong together. Sorry, Vanessa. It was never going to be you, sister. It was never going to be you.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah. Well, they're dating for the money because, geez. It beat the first Joker movie. Haha, suck it.
I mean,
I don't know. Supposedly, it was holding the record for a while, but yeah, they beat it. Shut up.
Not hard to do. I never understood why it made that money in the first place.
I know. All right, so let's get to number 2. Spider. All right, so issue 1's cover. We got the front. Now we get the back.
Wait, was there a variant?
There might have been. Let me see.
Because I don't have the right issue. Hold on.
Oh.
No, you're right. You got it.
Yeah. Did they do variants for these? I'm surprised they didn't. Although I don't know, were variants? I'm trying to remember variants were a big thing back then. But
they might have, and then it took too long to get the stuff to them, and they
maybe.
And I'm thinking didn't this book take 4 years? So I'm thinking it came out way after Spider-Man 2.
But it came out during Spider-Man 3, man.
Yeah, 2006 when the last issue, now that I'm thinking about it.
That was the year of Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. So this 6-issue series of his spanned the entire
like Tobey 2 for every movie.
It spanned the entire Tobey Maguire trilogy.
That's crazy. No, because I thought about it. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, did this book really take till 2006 to get finished? And then I looked and I'm like, no, it did.
I couldn't remember, but I remember those last couple. It took a long time.
Yeah. So much so that I had forgot about it.
Me too. Like, it came out, I was like,
showed up and I'm like, what?
I did. Like, showed up at your store like 2 years later. You're like, oh yeah, you didn't finish that, huh?
Much like a lot of his stuff.
Hey, man, at least they weren't really trying to milk our wallets, huh? Yeah, we'll give you the next one next year. Okay.
No, it wasn't okay. I think that's basically a breach of contract.
I know, but at some point, I mean, what had been out already? I'm trying to remember because like his Daredevil had already been out, right? And like, I think that was
the closing of the contract, I believe, sir.
Oh, I was gonna say but I'm gonna say I'm sure by this point they knew his rep, so. All right, they just wanted the name, but
at what cost?
At what cost? All right, so Spider-Man, Black Cat, The Evil Men Do, number 2, from September 2002. A Ruse by Any Other Name. Same team, except this time we got colorist Lee Lothridge. At the Carnegie Hall, the famous billionaire Garrison Klum closes the call and tells his assistant.
What are with these names? These names are terrible.
It tells his assistant Francis to remove Hunter Todd from the customer list. Then he goes on stage to receive an award. Spider-Man and the Black Cat have a brief discussion about their past relationship, but they immediately make peace, and after taking stock of the situation, they decide to work together to hunt down Mr. Brownstone. While circling the city, it is clear that the two still feel attracted to each other.
I think it's just her boobs using that gravitational pull.
True. And you have to be gay to feel no kind of attraction. All right. But they immediately make peace, and after taking stock of the situation, they decide to work together to hunt down Mr. Brownstone. While circling the city, it's clear that the two still Carnegie Hall. Clum is attacked by the supervillain Scorpia.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, kids, another episode of a Scorpion character. And
down with freaking cannon fodder summer.
Maybe they were just maybe he wanted the Scorpion. They're like, no, you play with Lady Scorpion.
I mean, she did make a sexy Sinister Six calendar, so there's that. Or she thought about it at least.
Yeah, all the guys were like, look at that tail.
But if you're working with Silvermane and Hydra Man, I just really don't. I can't respect you. You almost might as well be working for the Red Skull at that point.
Lord. Silvermane's so old, he named
Put her on the next summer of cannon fodder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, kids. Silvermane's so old, he named Italy.
Italian.
And as they pass by, the spider and the cat decide to intervene. In short, the two defeat Scorpia and end up exchanging a kiss during the fight. After a brief dialogue with Clum, Peter begins to suspect that he is Mr. Brownstone.
I just have that song in my head. Who do you think you are? Oh, yeah.
I still have the Killer song stuck in my head.
Oh, God. Wah, wah, wah.
So yeah, Kevin Smith trying to ramp up the sexual tension between Peter and Felicia, even though he's married at this point.
Well, again, Exhibit B.
as bad as some of this stuff was from this era, at least Spider-Man still had his marriage. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Like there was when you look back in retrospect, I feel like a lot of that was building up to like just getting rid of the marriage, honestly.
They were trying to get rid of that marriage since the Clone Saga, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know why people had such a problem with that thing.
I don't know, because I guess probably corporate synergy when they decided they were going to have like the Toby movies be.
I guess, yeah. Because even in the 90s with the Clone Saga, they're probably like, oh, he's not married in the animated series. It's like, you know.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think a lot of corporate synergy had to do with it. And that's why I say, let the comics be its own thing with the TV show, the cartoon. Like, if we're all in the multiverse. And this is the one thing that after Batman 66 that DC decided to do really well for the most part, up until very recently, to just let everything be its own thing.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's like, yeah, if anyone's interested in the comics, you think that's going to stop them from reading if they're just like, oh, it's not like the movie or not like the TV show, you know, especially that one little thing. It's like, oh, if he's married or not, or.
I mean, it's Mary Jane. Come on.
Yeah, come on, kid. Like that's not a crowd pleaser. Come on.
So, you know, yeah, this happened. This was a thing that happened.
Yes.
This is part 2 of a 6 thing that happened to Spider-Man. A real national tragedy.
And again, it's 2002, so that damn zipper ain't working on that cat seat.
Has it ever? I mean, it's not Italian bad.
Remember, like when he was wearing the black suit and stuff. Like, I mean, they actually had hers like zipped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, then the 90s hit, and then they like pulled it down to her belly button. But then they,
it was never as bad as Talia's. Never.
No. There's in the 90s, there was a point where she kind of upgraded the costume, and you could literally see her belly button. They remember they cut down the middle there.
Oh, I think I'm blocking it out. I think I'm blocking the misogyny out.
Oh, we might be covering that story next year. But yeah, no. Yeah.
At
But
least it wasn't armpits. At least it wasn't armpits out serving somebody's fetish, but it definitely wasn't mine.
ooh.
Burn. Never forgive, never forget.
Yeah.
I'd rather have mouse ears than open armpit. Sorry.
And I swear that splash page where like Scorpia shows up, that
Like
I
a
swear,
splash page for Scorpio. Like enough said. Enough said. We're in the bottom of the barrel.
I feel like if she had bent over a little, she's like halfway to that position that Jessica Drew did in that one that everyone was all freaked out about, you know?
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, that's not human, you can't bend that way.
Don't tell her what she. I've seen some contortionists in Las Vegas, so I
Oh,
don't know what human body can do.
is that what we're calling them? Contortionists. Okay.
No, like real contortionists from Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah,
Cirque
yeah,
du
yeah.
Soleil.
I know. Just making a joke about you having many lovers, Lilith. Come on.
I know, but I'm just clarifying. Wasn't innuendo that time.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. All right. What else about this? What do we feel? I mean, again, I know we're
Listen, we're just gonna rate it on a Kevin Smith scale. I'll say this is on a Kevin Smith scale. It's probably gonna be a gentleman's B plus.
on a Smith scale. Okay, B plus.
On an actual overall Spider-Man storytelling scale, I'm gonna give it a D as in dog minus. It's boring, which is something Spider-Man should never be.
Yeah.
I feel like it had a little bit of Bendis. I feel like it was a little too much talking. I feel like they didn't utilize the flow of the panels. Like I said, a splash page on Scorpio. What the fuck are you doing?
Bendis.
If you're gonna give me a splash page, at least make it Black Cat. Come on, let's be so serious.
Yeah, exactly. But no, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm like, what do you think about this pacing? Is it just because we're stretching this out to 6, or is it because it's Kevin Smith?
It's because it's Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, like I said, on if you like Kevin Smith stories, this is a solid B plus. If you like actual like classic Spider-Man arcs and storytelling within the Spider-Man section of the universe, probably not good, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to remember, like, back in the day, I was like, I want to like this. The art's good, and let's just
The
like,
art's man. Like I said, you wasted the Dotsons on Smith.
yeah. Oh no, maybe they
I
felt
was in love with their artwork.
well, maybe that's the other thing. They felt like they had to do that too, because they're like, yeah,
Oh, of course.
the way he gets a schedule, the way he
I
gets
mean,
stuff. Yeah, you have to.
look who they put with Dan Slott. I'm just saying they know what they're doing when they decide to put certain artists with certain people.
Okay, here I got it. This is the costume I was talking about. That one.
Yeah, now that I thought about it.
See, there ain't no zipper on that. It's just like, yeah, just cover to the side of the boobs.
It's all just double-sided tape. Yes.
Yeah. She's wearing.
I don't even know why I blocked this out. I actually saw not too long ago a cosplayer in this costume.
Really?
Yeah.
See, she's basically just wearing.
Didn't have a lot of boob though, so I think that was the saving grace of it.
Oh. She's basically wearing electrical tape, and then, God, I don't know what's with all that fur around.
That's just all body paint, bro. Body paint with fur cuffs.
There's like
the boots with the fur, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of fur. Hell.
That doesn't seem quite right for cat burglary, but whatever.
Wasn't she trying to be a hero at that point?
That's even worse.
I know.
Unless you're trying to like heal babies for skin to skin contact in a neonatal ward, that's the only acceptable use of that costume as a hero.
Oh my God, you mentioned Bendis. Oh my God, Erica Schultz said something about Bendis on the interview. Capes Lunatics episode 337, kids.
Oh my.
I forget what we were talking about, and I said, "Oh, was that a condition?" What'd she say? She's like, I don't have like a condition. She's like, I'm not Bendis.
I knew it. I knew it.
I know. I heard you in my head. I was just like, just like that. Knew it. Bendis.
You want to talk some new books?
Yes, ma'am. Speaking of, there was a Well, of course, Venom War is going on. As I told
Like,
you,
who would have thought? Like, you know how I hate crossovers, and like, I honestly was kind of out of the symbiote like game for a while, but ever since King of Black, it gave me a little bit of hope of what crossovers could be.
yeah, no, I mean, I've been
And
enjoying.
this one's really good again, but it's Venom.
I
And I think they know that's like the only villain, and he's not really even a villain, honestly. Very much anti-hero at this point that they have that I can be like, yeah, you can kind of use him more than Joker. I don't care at this point.
Yeah, and I can't remember the last time it's been like this, since it's always a never-ending cycle of events. But I can't remember the last time where we've come out of one good event like Blood Hunt and gone into another one like Venom War.
Yeah, it's been I'd say at least a decade.
Yeah, so
That's being generous, by the way.
I think they've realized they have to up their game. You know,
If you're gonna constantly be in a cycle of like big events and crossovers
We're
and
gonna
all
milk
this
us for
stuff,
event money.
there can never be another Heroes Reborn. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah. If you're gonna milk us every 2 seconds, with never-ending events, yeah, they have to be good. Which again, like I said, I thought Venom War was gonna be a cash grab, but so far to me it hasn't been.
I think they have to be very careful with Venom right now. I feel like it's one of the few things that you can spin a lot of books out of, just for the nature of the symbiotes and things like that. Like Carnage still sells, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Although I don't know, man, we'll have to see, because I think I saw some of the crossover. I think there's a Venom War Wolverine, and there's like a Venom War Daredevil come in.
Oh,
I'm like, what's that?
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm like, Venom War Daredevil. What's that? Is Matt gonna try to F a symbiote?
There is a lady symbiote, so
he's like, I haven't stuck my Billy Club in anything like that yet.
Do something strange for a little bit of change. I mean, he's damn it, he's ready to get back to being natty murder the pussy murder.
Whoa, whoa,
ready.
Superior puss.
Superior puss.
Oh my god, that's like an OnlyFans video. It's like, yeah, blind man F symbiote or something.
Talk about your glory holes, jeez.
Yeah,
OnlyFans. Do we need to get OnlyFans? OnlyFans, please sponsor us.
Oh hey, oh yeah.
We don't have to be like Ray double decking it all the time. We can just have a nice little sponsor.
Yeah, we can keep our hands free. Unlike Ray.
Okay, there was actually a lot of books this week. Spider books.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, I think.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, again, Venom War. I mean, only 2 of those are Venom War.
Yeah.
Which
thank God.
Well, that's what I said. I said to Erica Schultz. I said we picked the right week to talk, because she had 3 books out this week.
Yeah.
Daredevil Woman Without Fear. She had Rat City over at Image, and she had Venom War Venomous #1.
Oh, if we want to talk about a cash grab, did you see what was it, Predator versus Black Panther #1? Like, I walked right past it, but I was just like,
I didn't get it. I'm
like, babe, shouldn't we be doing Alien instead? Like, isn't literally Alien Romulus out today? Go see it, kids.
Do they have the rights to Alien, or?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah, because it was a Fox property. That's why I'm like, why are you doing Predator? Was Predator a Fox property too?
I don't know. Because they must have the rights to Predator or
well,
Predator.
they have Alien because they do the comic books for Alien, and it was a Fox property. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like they're with they want Marvel characters to fight Predator. It's like they did.
Yeah, Predator's a Fox property as well, so they inherited that as well. Okay, that makes sense.
Why didn't they do Alien versus Predator?
They have the Alien comic, so I'm just like, what are they doing right now?
Why didn't they do Alien versus Predator versus the Marvel Universe or something? You know.
Just wait, it's coming. Hey-o. You gotta remember they had that one Prey movie on Hulu, which is also a Disney property. Yeah. So like they've been doing certain stuff with it.
Yes.
So we'll just have to see. But I'm always just curious. Like you can just they don't really have they don't really have an adult label, a Max label anymore. So I don't you know what I mean? I feel like that would be more for that.
But yes, if you do want to know more detail about Black Panther versus Predator, yes, go check out Predator and Prey podcast with Justin Russell and the king of one-handed or two-handed it, Ray. What the F?
Good to see him doing content that's not Marvel Legends related.
With something Marvel Snap. You thought I forgot, Ray?
The Hard Master.
All right. So yeah, what do you think of Venom War Venomous?
I didn't know what to expect going in. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, because I wasn't even I didn't know if I was gonna pick it up, but I'm like, we enjoyed that one shot. Then I was like, oh yeah, it's Erica. I was like, damn,
Yeah, it's Black Widow, and like I said, I like the idea of her with the symbiote, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, and I did like the one shot a lot, and this had a lot of action. Like, holy crap!
Yeah, and the art's good. Yeah.
So good. Shout out to Luciano Vecchio.
Yeah. Mm,
But then they had to go and bring in references to Secret Avengers, and I'm just like, okay.
yeah, it's because they bring in Flash Thompson and his symbiote. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, I love Flash, but I was just like, okay. I guess this is all hands on deck, literally.
Hey,
yeah, it's like Agent Anti-Venom. I was like, can we get a better name at least?
I know. They kind of want to make him
that's all.
Basically,
put some respect on his name.
It's the Soldier Venom. Yeah.
But it was super fun.
Yes.
Which is what a Venom book should be. That should be like literally when you go into like write your Venom story or even your Carnage story. Number 1, have fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Number 2, go crazy. Number 3, blood, guts, gore. Thank you.
I think we're learning because wasn't last summer like a summer of symbiotes too? So.
Which wasn't as, like I said, really wasn't as good as King and Black.
Yeah.
I think this might top King and Black. If
might,
if they keep it streamlined.
Yeah, depending on how they stick the ending. Yeah.
But every single book I've read so far in the Venom War has been fun, and it's brought something like exciting that you didn't see coming. That you're like, oh, are we doing this? Like last time that we talked, it was like the whole Peter in the black suit thing again. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
What could this mean?
Exactly. Maybe they learned from last summer. They were like, okay, the kids like this. They don't like this.
Yeah. I think nowadays most corporations have to take in feedback. They can't just keep doing what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just so many distractions for your money.
Yes. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm worried there might be some cash grabbery because yes, not only is there a Venom War Wolverine, but there's also a Venom War Deadpool. So.
And Deadpool kind of makes sense to me. The Wolverine thing doesn't really make that much sense to me. Although, if you think about it, if I was a symbiote, I want somebody with some adamantium in their skeleton for poops and giggles to see what it could do, what kind of damage it could do.
Yes.
I mean, that skewers, you can get right to that brainstem and pull it out and eat it like chocolate. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. Oh my Lord! There's a one-shot Venom War Fantastic Four.
No, that makes sense. It's probably Reed Richards' fault. Or Johnny, one of the two.
Oh my God, you see the one shot near the end of the event? Venom War, it's Jeff #1.
Yeah, I did see that one. And no, like sometimes you can just have fun. You know what I mean?
It better be written by Kelly Thompson.
It doesn't say?
Oh, I'm just looking at the checklist. No.
Okay.
I can look it up, but it better be Kelly.
I mean, basically, that's her character. I'm sorry.
I mean, she created the character. Yeah, no.
It's like, bro, like, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Give her check out.
Oh, that was the other thing that came out of that Erica Schultz interview. I think Erica Schultz is about to have her own Jeff character.
Oh, very nice.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm all down for everybody getting their shekels, man.
Yeah. Well, she was like she didn't know if she could like reveal what was it at San Diego, but then like the character's on a variant cover. We did talk about it during
Oh yeah, because like I remember did that happen with like DG Chachester. He's like, I don't know if I'll be able to talk about it. Well, they just put it out, but I guess we get to talk about it this morning.
But she did mention on the interview. Yeah, it's gonna be was it Blood Hunters #2? It's like a vampire cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that might be the new Jeff.
Fun.
Oh,
we need more fun in comics. Like
we need it. Oh, I want to team up. Jeff the Land Shark and I forget what she said the name of the vampire cat is. Yeah.
I do think Venom War Carnage #1 was way better than what I was expecting, especially with the people attached to it. So
Yeah. Because it's
I still feel like Carnage is just a dumb dog chasing a car. Like has no machinations of grandeur or anything like that. So I don't know how this is really all gonna play out, but
I do like it. I mean, Carnage is kind of back to close to status quo because remember
just
for a
being an
while,
absolute maniac.
he was kind of getting too cosmic too. Yeah. So
Which, when you think about it, symbiotes kind of sort of could and maybe should be,
well, I mean, they are alien,
but not Carnage.
Yeah, I know.
Not Carnage specifically.
Yeah, no. I mean, more so than Venom these days. This is the I'm going to eat your brain character.
Yes.
No, that's what.
Unfortunately, I will say, I think it is the most skippable within the crossover event.
Oh, yeah.
So far, anyway, we'll really see what shakes out after this. But this was just kind of like, let's have some fun. Let's let loose. People love Carnage. Let's just give them what they want, kind of thing.
Yeah. And I say, the writer was it Torin Grunbeck. Yeah, that's the one who's sharing Venom with Al Ewing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we got a weapon that could be formed against the symbiotes. Like, we're talking about that here. So I was like, okay, so they're like, they're trying to make sure everything has something to do with the crossover. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, again, great art. I think.
I mean, like I said, they definitely are like leaning into the goriness that you come to expect from Carnage. So I can appreciate that.
Yeah, because it's was a Perich who drew Jessica Drew's previous series. Yeah. Like I said, I think they figure, if they're gonna come at us with a event after event. They need good writing. The art and the writing has to be there.
Yeah. We have Miles Morales, Spider-Man Annual #1.
Yes. What did you think?
All hands on deck. It was cute. It's like, okay, so like Miles is learning his roots. They're kind of leaning more into his Hispanic heritage, which is cool. It's cool. It's fine. I'm okay.
Yeah, kind of like
I go to San Juan and I'm like, okay, cool.
Kind of bringing the grandmother in more here. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody needs a spicy abuela. I totally get it. A lot of fans had been complaining about it, so this is just like, I see it as kind of fan service.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. There's nothing wrong with fan service. I thought it was cute stories, and they had fun with it, and he does have two sides, and it is about time they kind of explored it. So good on them.
And what do you think?
Did I want it to be in an annual? Probably not.
Well, again, that main story is by Cody. So was it just him saying, I this way he has more room to tell that story then?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he'll fold that in. But what do you think about the Storm backup?
Literally out of nowhere, but I loved it.
Like a hurricane.
They couldn't help it. But I will say I kind of like the art style and how they did it and how they went about telling the story. So
yeah, I mean,
they're giving some love and care to Miles, and he needs it. Some character development, desperately needed character development. So I can't really be mad at it.
It's just weird though, because we really don't even kind of touch on the vampire thing except in that last backup with Bloodline.
Yeah. It's okay. That's okay. You don't have to touch on it all. Like, it's an annual. You know what I mean? Like, let an annual be an annual. I do miss the zaniness of annuals. Don't get excited, Marvel.
Yeah.
Don't mean I want one crossover continued over every annual for the year. I don't want to do that shit ever again.
And I assume that last page is Cody teasing a crossover between his other book, this and Miles Morales and Deadpool. So
yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, to be honest. Like, I just really don't see the value of Miles and Deadpool together.
But is it going to be Wade or is it going to be his daughter? Because supposedly they're killing Wade and the daughter's going to be Deadpool.
Either way it goes, I don't see any value in it. Because I swear, if Miles bangs one more villain or hero's kid, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Wow!
Grandkid, kid, whatever. That cannot be his legacy. I'm sorry. I hate it so much.
What? You're not here for Miles F's the legacy characters?
No, not at at all. Let Miss Marvel do that, okay?
Whoa!
Give her literally something to do.
Whoa!
But no, it's cute. So
Yes. And then we got, I guess, unfortunately, the last issue of Spider-Woman.
yeah, 10 issue. Like, what do they have against Spider-Woman? Every single volume has been a fucking banger after banger, and they keep cutting her off at the knees. I'm starting to take it personally, to be quite honest. And so
I
should the
know.
Spider Babies. Y'all need to
Yeah.
start a petition, get people riled up, because this is absolutely insane.
I'm sure Saren and that old guy she podcasts with are upset about it.
No tea, no shade. Maybe Steve Fox wasn't the best pick for it. Maybe they should have, maybe. I'm just saying, maybe that's not what that's not really who the fans wanted.
And again, maybe like I mean, yeah, that last series went
And
longer.
Hydra, like, come on, stop.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to go back to her origin every 2 seconds.
Yeah, the further we get away from that origin, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And again, I have no problem with this art, but it's like maybe God, throw Mark Bagley or somebody on here, you know?
Yeah, I think they need to call Carla back. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And Perich,
I don't know if they got beef or whatever, but you better squash it and bring her back. And yeah, let's shake it up with an artist.
Get Carla back. Get that art team back.
You know who I could go for? I can't remember if Dan is working at Marvel right now, but Dan Mora, I would really like to see do something with Spider-Woman.
Oh my God, I would kill to see him drawn Spider-Woman. Yeah,
I'm just saying, just bring a fresh perspective to the character, and just get the writer who everybody loves for it. Like, the formula is not that hard, guys. I promise you, executives, suits, legal, marketing, it's not that hard. You guys are making it so hard.
I think right now Dan Mora has steady work, and they're like, when DC's like, give Mark Waid another book. Well, who's going to draw it? Dan Mora. Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If he has the time, that's why I think that, like I said, I want a new, fresh perspective on Spider-Man. I just really have been enjoying his art.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't want people to like drop over dead. All right, Lilith. Erica Schultz says she's at an all-time high. How many monthly books do you think she said she has at the moment?
Across all companies?
Yes.
Is it 6?
Close, 7.
Okay, what's the 7th one? Is it new?
Oh, I forget.
Because she's got the 2 at Image.
Yeah, she has Daredevil Woman Without Fear. She's got Venomous right now. I'm trying to remember. In December she got another Laura Kinney Wolverine coming out.
Oh, okay, yeah, we knew that. That's the one I'm probably missing.
Oh my God, I can't remember because this is so long. Because
just go watch the interview, kids. That's what Phil's trying to get the hint at.
Right. Yeah, because she's she's gonna have a short story in I think the next issue of Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood.
Oh, cool.
And what's the Moon Knight one? There's like a Moon Knight.
Of course there is.
Yeah, so he has a story in one of those too. So yeah, that's what she said.
Poor Moon Knight.
She said it's embarrassment of riches, but she's come on. She's like, I'm so tired.
You gotta get the money while you can. You gotta strike while the iron is hot.
She's like, I realized my sweet spot's 3 to 4 books.
Very cool.
If kids watch the interview or listen to it, she'll teach you the proper way to hold a sigh.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad I missed it. Why did it have to be on a Wednesday?
I don't know.
Cries and 3 kids and 5 dogs.
I know. A single mother, Lilith Hellfire, man. She had no time.
Actually, didn't even get out of work until like 8:30. So.
Oh, damn. Yeah. All right. And of course, Ultimate Spider-Man number 8 came out.
Yeah, it's a thing that happened.
Oh my.
I'm so conflicted.
I know. It's like I like this series, but I'm like, we could use a little more action.
More Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's all.
Little more action.
It's like, okay, Green Goblin and Doc Ock, cool. Kingpin's here too. We're making sense. She's like, no, go back to the family.
Okay, the kids had a birthday. That's nice.
Like, babes, I like my slice of life Spider-Man. Don't do this to me.
I mean Hickman. I mean, this is all great, but again, in a few months, pretty soon here, you're not gonna be the shining star. Is it like you can't
Yeah,
be
you gotta get back to what we loved, Butter. You're gonna get left in the dark.
pretty soon here in a month or two. You're
Not you, Marco. Not you, Marco. They can never make me hate
the
you,
art's
Marco.
beautiful. The art is beautiful, but no, I mean, yeah, Hickman in a few months here, you're not gonna be able to say, well, at least I'm not Zeb Wells.
Yeah, Hickman's kind of getting to be at that point where Hickman starts to Hickman too much. So somebody's got to rein him back in. So
Yeah.
can the editor on the book please rein him back in, get him to focus back on the good things that we liked at the beginning of the series?
I mean, I like the ideas, and I get it.
We need more balance.
I
That's what
get it. I get it. This is a beginning Spider-Man, but it's like, yeah, maybe a little more action. I'm not saying he has to win everything, but I'm just saying, how about a little action?
We know Pete's a little loser. It's okay.
Oh.
I think people are so afraid to have Spider-Man lose.
Mhm.
But it's like, babes, he's really not perfect. He's a very much imperfect being, okay? He's angry, he's hot-headed, he's irrational, he's impulsive.
Although
He's human.
I must compliment Hickman. I don't know if he's listening to our show or not, but taking the opportunity with I guess it's Iron Lad, not Iron Man. Tony's going by, but yes, just the opportunity to stick a burn for Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
You're not even on the list.
It's low hanging fruit when it comes to Harry Osborn, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he can't even be on a Cannon Fodder, Summer of Cannon Fodder, because he's like the match that lights the cannon, you know? Like, just...
Oh my lord! I mean, I've been racking my brain for this Hobgobble Gobble month. We might have to dig up some more Harry somewhere if I can.
I mean, listen, Hobgobble Gobble month Gobble Gobble month will end when we're out of Gobble Gobble, stories.
But I'm sure there's some Harry we haven't
Are
gobbled.
you sure? I feel like we overturned every stone.
I don't.
That for a while, Phil.
I'll have to look at the archives.
Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble.
Ray, Lilith is only keeping Gobble Gobble
For you, I know.
Gobble gobble.
It's like, I need some Nip November something.
Sausage.
What?
Nip November or something.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We'll leave it up to Ray for next year for Gobble Gobble 2025. Do you want to do Gobble Gobble or nonstop Nip November?
Oh, all November it'll be raining in that alley.
Cold wet hard nipples.
Oh my lord! Look at the damage you've done to our brains, Kevin Smith.
And Freight Miller. Don't forget him in the class action lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Spider Society. Did you pick up Spider Society by chance?
No, I thought we talked about that last episode, but no, I didn't.
Oh, did we? Okay.
The first number one, yeah, I thought you mentioned it last time.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure everybody knows it's a book that exists.
Spitting out of that hot movie, Madam Web.
I like the writers and I like the artists, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, I'm sure the comic is much better than the movie.
Yeah, it is. Are we sure Zeb Wells' writer's credit wasn't on Madam Web? Are we sure? Are we sure it was Deadpool? Now that I get to thinking about it, are we sure?
I think Zeb just got a writing credit because he brought everyone else in the writer's room donuts every morning. I don't know.
Hey, man, a writer's assistant's got to start somewhere.
True.
Production assistant. Yeah.
Well,
You'll be surprised how far coffee and donuts go that aren't from the freaking from the food table, from craft services.
That's true. Well, when Zeb Wells starts writing, let me know.
Fill up.
What?
The lesson's never gonna come back.
You come for Spider-Man, you come for me, bitch.
Exactly. And I just want to shout out Namor number 2. You're welcome.
Yes. You know what?
Totally not related, but I just want to let you guys know that is a book that exists. And shout out to Jason Aaron. Didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but he's kind of killing it right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring that up tomorrow night on Marvel Tales with a certain with our friend Hootie. Yeah.
Woohoo! There's 2 timelines too.
The owl.
What?
it's two timelines. It's this weird thing, but like I like it.
It's working
It's
for
like
me.
two art styles, and I'm just like I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but it's working so far.
It
I
works.
really enjoy it,
It's working in the right direction because I liked issue 2. I think even better than number 1.
which is how it should be.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. It's going in the right direction at least so far.
Yeah. So yeah, I just in case you don't know, I need that book to continue, so I need more people to buy it other than just me and Justin and Phil. Thank you.
I mean, I'm trying to remember if that was a mini or not, but I mean, again, they can always, launch it.
Well, I don't
ongoing after it.
see. I didn't see any indication of like
Oh,
2
okay.
of 6 or anything like that on the
Yeah,
cover anywhere.
they
So
don't always do that though. But
yeah,
yeah,
I know. But most, especially when it comes to Namor, they're pretty blunt. But the last mini that he had, they definitely did that because they don't want people getting their hopes up and getting mad.
yeah. Well, I think sometimes they don't put anything on there. They're like, you know what? We'll guarantee 5, but if it sells well enough, we'll just keep going.
Yeah, but then at the same time, sometimes it is just a story that the writer had, and it only has 4 or 5 issues. So
yeah,
and sometimes it kind of gets obviously clear. But I feel like, with the exception of maybe like Poison Ivy, like I feel like she in her head, best case scenario, had like 2 years written, probably like a good arc out. And she's like, just in case she was manifesting it, and it manifested. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I didn't miss a beat. Like it was like, oh, it's not a mini. The story kept going, but it didn't feel like clunky or like a hard stop. It just was a natural, organic flow into the next story arc. So
or like a lot of good writers, she could have been like, you know what, I have an ending if it's 6, but if it goes longer, I have a way,
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's about it.
Yes.
We have a whole nother show to do. So give the kids their homework and we can wrap up this first bout of Smith-tember.
That's right, kids, because next episode, of course, we're going to do the next 2 issues of Spider-Man Black Cat, The Evil That Men Do. So, yes, if you like big boobs, yes, come back. And no, I'm not talking about Kevin
I
Smith.
like Sir Mix a lot personally. I like a big button, I cannot lie.
Or Anaconda don't want nothing. All right. So yeah, so send us your all right.
Sir Mix-a-Lot's cool. He won't strike us. Don't worry about it.
That's cool. All right. So yeah, so send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics at Kevin Smith. I'd be interested in your thoughts. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
What if he makes a podcast and he cries and then sicks all his deranged fans on?
No, I want to. No.
Kevin Smith, too bad, honestly.
Kevin Smith, light up, smoke your blunt in the aisle, then watch us. Yeah, come on. All right, you can again, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, the classic merch, and again, if I ever get off my butt, maybe even something new coming. The Capes Lunatics.
Dust the blog off.
What?
Dust that old blog off.
No. I said merch. No.
Oh, merch.
Maybe some Capes Lunatics International.
Oh, okay.
Merch. If I can ever get off my butt. All right. So yeah. So get the merch, and again, our
This is gonna be a drop beer.
No.
Kangaroo burger.
I didn't show you the logo. I'll have to show you the logo. So yeah, so the queen here demands that you rain the money on us through the Cash App link.
It's for the betterment of everyone.
That's right.
Mainly me.
It helps us. Yeah, come on. Lil's birthday's coming up in a few months here. Come on. All right. So yes, rain the money out through the Cash App link. Don't make us dance with that metaphorical pole, because who knows who's gonna teleport whatever into our stomachs.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Black Cat in this issue? What? All right. So, and of course, the Patreon, where every month Lilith and I give you something new and original.
Stay tuned next year for Superhero Brackets Part 2.
Maybe the good stuff. Yeah. All right. So, yes. So, subscribe to the Patreon. And if you're a patron, like our friend Hootie, yeah, you can suggest topics. And yes, so please, we can find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Next time we talk to the Australians, did they see Immaculate with Sydney Sweeney?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ask them.
I'll have to ask.
If not, then all 3 of you need to watch that movie and review it.
I told them, I said 1 month we could just do just review something Sydney Sweeney, and I told you that's what
Sydney Sweeney selfish.
I told you. I said, yeah, maybe 1 month we'll just do something Sydney Sweeney, and that's when Ray yelled, "Euphoria!" All right, so Lilith, are you?
Oh gosh, you guys turned into a Euphoria freaking podcast. I would love to see 3 old white men review Euphoria like nothing else, bro. I would show up with my freaking edibles and my Red Bull. So
Ray's not white. He is old as hell, but he's not white.
same difference.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I don't know. I'd have to be doing a hand check on him like every 5 minutes.
Just keep the listen, camera from the neck up.
That's true.
Sex on the mind. The hard master.
All right, Lilith, can people find you anywhere?
If you want, if you're on TikTok before it gets banned again, at Lilith69.
Depending who wins the election.
Either do the 6 or do
No, like Congress passed it, but I don't think they're actually going to act on it because it'll affect too many small businesses. So we'll see how that plays out. Because Joe said he wants to get rid of TikTok, not Trump.
Oh, jeez. Well, Joe ain't there no more.
Well, he's there, but he's a lame duck.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Even more so than usual.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Oh my. She's playing it at after marathon celebration, kids. Yeah, she's playing it at after marathon celebration.
Shut up and just lay there. Good for that release.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Oh my. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, Smith-tember and Spider-Man Black Hat, the evil men that men do, continues next week. The evil Spider-Man Black Hat, the evil that Kevin Smith does.
Exactly.
All right.
Nobody tell Kevin.
But tell him. Until then, so we on back.
Thwip it good. And zip that zipper, sis.